Whoa, don't make me wait too long, I think it's just way too long,
I appreciate the slow groove and the slow vibe for Valentine's Day. I see you, girl. Come through with the slow vibe.
I figured, you know what? Like, we are in a time where, it's love time. And regardless of what is going on in your current relationship or whatever, we all deserve to be celebrated and loved and all of that. So,
Happy Love Day. For those
happy
of
love
you who
day.
are watching us live,
Oh,
happy Love Day. And for
hello.
those of you who will be listening to us, we hope later on, we hope you have an amazing love day. It's okay, Telly, you can come back on. And I see that you're like, girl, what happened? What happened on YouTube? Listen, we are out here just spreading love. We're spreading love.
Spreading love.
We're spreading love. So we're going to keep it going because we have a lot of foolishness that we are going to
Mm-hmm.
get into today. And as Kelly tries to get herself together, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Yes, everyone. Hello, everybody. Hoping everyone is good. Welcome to a Valentine's episode of Not Your Typical Girl Talk. We're trying to make sense out of foolishness and these deep, dark internets. We want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Check out the replays of our show on Internet Radio, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturdays. Every Saturday, check out the latest episode. And just so you know, we tape live. We tape this show on YouTube and we tape this show on Instagram. So be sure to check us out 9:30 p.m. usually Eastern time, Wednesdays. Today, special edition, 7 o'clock, because by 9:30, we expect you to be doing other things
Hey!
on Valentine's Day.
From Chickawawa.
None of us will be doing that, but we want y'all to enjoy your night. Sorry, Telly, to expose you. Follow and subscribe to our channel and on our Instagram. Not Your Typical Girl Talk is the handle. Telly, how are you?
I will. I am Toshiba. They call me Shiba. I am the final member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. And I'm just waiting for Telly to bring her box side back on YouTube.
Do you need another device
Okay?
or what's wrong with you?
Because she has a she we need some sage. We need to, it's these stories. Like we want to bring love, but we just have to bring you the foolishness because we are hoping. We are hoping by watching these stories, you will not try this at home. Okay? And you will talk
Listen.
some sense into anybody in your life who would try some of this stuff at home that we're about to talk to. And so while Kelly gets herself together, I'm going to go into the first segment that I'm basically just calling "Girls Shut Up." That's the name of the segment, guys. That's how we're starting it. That's how we're starting it by a segment called "Girls Shut Up." And once you hear what this person has to say, you will agree they just need to shut up and go. They don't believe in Jesus. So that's what's happening right there. Like all the people that bowing down with the carpet that's on the floor, they bowing down to a God that said to worship his son, to accept his son first. So and then they make it big policies of it. Like, like they really stand there and stick it behind it. Like they make laws about their religion. So
I'm kind of like where Jesus was born at. They go over there believe in something that totally has nothing to do with him, right? Or no? Because like I seen videos where they pray at it's cockroaches and infested with like. So what is God trying to tell us? That's what I. That's what I want to know from this whole situation. Like, well, what is the message behind the chaos? Like, yeah, we know war to war, but it's like, okay, things always happen for a reason, and it's happening. What is the reason behind it? Not the economic, the political.
There's
The
more.
political reason. I want to know the spiritual reason behind it. Like, they say, girl, it's the same God. No, Jesus is different. Like, Jesus is the Messiah. Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is the representation of God. And then God told us if we don't accept His Son, we don't receive anything out of it. So us praying to Allah, God, is kind of like pointless if we don't receive Jesus. That's basically what's written in the Word, in so many words. So I just feel like where the place was Jesus born at. Like, what do you think? You think I'm like off or what?
What do we think about what exactly? What did she just say?
She's an idiot. That is all I'm
So what she was trying to suggest was that the war that is currently happening, or the conflict, or the genocide that is happening currently, we all know what it is. I do not need to spell it out. Is because Palestinians do not believe in Jesus, and that is why their young babies are being mass murdered.
she's ridiculous. But
Thank
also
you.
that also that that just give her time. Well, she wouldn't have a man that doesn't desire her all over her face and neck. Um, and this is like what happens when
Yes.
ignorance is taking over as well, because there are such thing as Christian Palestinians. Like, what are you talking about?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She actually, and that is the sad part. Like, I wish we lived in a world where we did not celebrate mediocrity and call it greatness, right? Because I still don't know. I don't know one of this little girl's songs. I don't know nothing about her. I just keep seeing her on my screen every week when she has nothing to say. You know, when someone says a lot but says nothing at the same time?
Yes.
That is her. That is her.
And instead of getting her help, like, I don't know. But we're done. She said nothing. She said nothing of any use, or we just
Or
have to bring
substance,
attention to this
nothing.
because we just want to note that for those of you who are following her and feeding into, please just, if these people do not get the attention, they will go away.
Also that.
They'll go away. They will go away. So we're done. We're going to move on. And believe it, it gets crazier than this. This is going to be a bit of a two-parter because the young lady we just spoke about was Krishan Rock, and she's one of these women who has, it's like a resurgence of a trend of tattooing men's faces on your face. So we're unfortunately going to show you in a segment called Cracker, and I'm going to tell you why we're going to call it Cracker in a second, of another woman who decided to put a man's face on her face. We're gonna put it up here, and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to mute that for a second. So this young lady's name is Selena Powell, and she's a known groupie in the industry. Okay, she is known to have slept with many an athlete. She's not ashamed to say it. Lots of things have happened with this woman. She put the face of a man named Antonio Brown on her face. Would you like to know how the man whose face is now on her face responded to being on her face? Okay.
What? Yes, share.
I'm happy to share. So we're going to go to his response. And his response was by calling her a cracker. So he literally put the title Cracker of the Month, and at her, that was his response. So this is the gentleman who she put on this man here. This, for those of you on Instagram who might not be able to see this, I need you to come close. This man here, she put on her face, and this man here calls her a cracker of the month after putting his face on CRP.
Listen. You know, it's funny to me. We have some women that won't even take their husband's last name.
Thank you.
Their husband. The husband who gave you a ring and a house. However, the man that doesn't want you has actually blocked you. He's the one that you're putting on your face.
On your face.
What is going on?
Something's in the tap water.
Something. And yeah. And of course that's his response, because this girl is not his woman. This is not his woman. She's got, what's she gonna do? All the guys that she like has interest in or has slept with, she's just gonna have all their faces all over.
Yeah, you can get, who's gonna get the other side? Yeah, who gets the other side?
And why on your face, sis? Like,
what? Why does she want them to know it's not her man?
Know what?
He calls her a cracker. Do you understand the disrespect?
And he's famous. Right, he's famous. So if you never see her with him anywhere, she looks like what?
What is this? What is this?
I love my family. You know, I love my father. I love my mother. Right? If I ever put their face on my face, they would literally kill me. They would kill.
I love my child. She came from me. She is of me. And I wouldn't And I don't want her face on my face. And her
Your
face
face,
actually looks a little bit like mine. And I still don't want it on my face.
not your face on, like on the arm as a tribute, not on your thigh or your leg, but on your face.
On your face. No.
And it's not your
Young ladies, this is a trend you do not need to know. This is not it. This
No.
is not stop it. Stop it.
Take your money and do something else, sis.
Get an education. Go get a course. Go get a couple of books. Get a couple of books and read. Get a self-esteem. Get a clue. I don't know. Something. But this. This ain't it. But we move on. This young lady had a little bit of a dilemma. And I would love to hear what you ladies think about the situation she found herself in, because I have my own thoughts. In a segment we're calling No Tip, let's hear this young lady's story time.
I'm not the girl who did my braids yesterday, and this is the first time I haven't tipped to get my hair done, and I was fueled with anxiety, especially when I handed her over the cash and she started counting it. I was like, oh, I just did not feel like tipping was necessary on the service. For reference, this was $350 to get done. These are small, knotless, and this is a French curl braid. That averages out, so there's 7.5 hours, $46 an hour. Minus the cost of hair, so we'll just round it down to $40 an hour. She didn't have to commute. She's not paying any extra overhead because she works from home. I think that's a really good price. How many people are making $40 an hour? I want to also add that I have to go to the ATM, which is the most inconvenient method of payment, to go get the exact amount of cash that I need for the appointment. I also had to come wash, condition, and blow dry, and I was the one that had to do the commuting. This is a shade of tea, nothing. This is the most comfortable braiding experience I've ever gotten. She was the best braider I've ever had, and I will definitely be going back to her. A lot of people say tipping is how you say thank you, but to me, saying thank you is how you say thank you. Respecting people's policies, arriving to your appointment on time, being respectful of the space that you're in, letting them take photos of their work after, and maybe telling your friends, or if you have social media followers, that to me is how you say thank you. We don't need to bump someone's $40 an hour work up to $45 to say thank you. Sue me.
Listen, I did my braids this weekend, and this cost me $13. That's a little less than $13 because I bought 2 packs of braids, and I still have a little bit of a bundle when it's left. I'm sorry. I'm with her. There's $350 for that.
Listen, I'm ready.
Look at my hair. I did it myself. Me at home.
Can I just say, okay, when I used to wear braids, first of all, I did my own. Sat there like you, Sheba, did my own braids. So, and that was back when hair was really cheap.
Thank you.
Okay. Telly, I know Telly loves her braids too. When summer comes, braids pop in, and I braid it for her. I will start it. She will finish it. It costs her the cost of the hair and time, but it's good time because you sit there and you watch your favorite streaming show that you need to get finished, right?
Thank you.
You eat your popcorn, you have a good time while you're doing it. It's all good, right?
What I did.
Right. Now, I did the math on this. This braider, first of all, y'all need to start doing some math, because once you start doing some math, you're going to sit at home and say, I'm going to go buy a damn wig.
Thank you.
Okay, because $350 for that amount of work works out to more money than most of the girls that are sitting in that chair to get their hair done make a year. If you're paying cash, you think that stylist is paying taxes?
No, she's not.
No, she's not. So she's making close to, if she gets ahead a day at $350, that's like $1,700 a week. Tax free. She didn't have to buy the hair. She didn't have to wash your hair. She didn't have to condition it. She didn't even have to blow dry it, because you dare not step into their house with your dirty head. You have to wash your hair and have it all ready to be braided. They don't do anything to warrant anything extra. I'm sorry. And coming at me and say that, oh, I'm this and that.
No, she did not. She did nothing.
Right? However, when you go to the salon where they're renting a chair
There's an
or paying,
overhead. There's an overhead. There's no way. I'm looking. This is not worth three. Again, I did mine this weekend. I did this myself, and when I was done, I put it in curly rods. I dipped it in hot water. I took it out, patted it, and called it a day. And nobody's keeping their braids in for more than 6 weeks.
Thank you.
She could have added an extra $150 and bought herself a really good unit that could last her years.
Thank you.
So no, girl, don't feel no way. You don't need to tip. Tipping culture, honestly, in Europe where they don't have to tip, it's a different thing. Tipping culture is getting out of hand. The expectation, no, I'm good. Sorry, girl, you did a good job. You don't need to have anxiety. I don't care personally. I don't get anxious over anything.
I come to your house where I have to sit on your couch and.
So we're going to gas you to put in your car to get there in the first place.
Which one of y'all want to retwist my hair? Are you gonna tip?
I got you. Are you tipping us for real? Okay. We out here doing things. Okay, get you what you make it. I'm just telling everybody we be doing.
Listen,
it all.
Let me tell all these girls something. Let me tell you all. Go ahead if you go to your braider again, watch how your braider is braiding your hair. Then go home, watch a YouTube video, and practice on your own head. You'd be very surprised how quick you pick it up. And that's it, right? You go on Temu or something, buy a unit for $150, and you've got that for the next 10 years. Yeah. Right. And the wig will last you for 10 years.
Then.
Thank you.
$350? Absolutely not.
Right.
Moving on. I'm calling this segment Sigh. Just sigh. What the fuck is this? What? What is this? What is that? There's more. There's more. Like what? What is this?
Okay,
what?
So
I need to just put it up if you cannot see it properly. This is supposed to be Playboy Cardi. What is this? What is this?
So this is a black man doing blackface, wearing
a thong
with a drop waist cargo pants or skirt, yeah.
How much money did he get in his record deal that this is how he sold it? He must have sold his soul to the devil. Like the devil came at his record deal signing and he said, yes, devil, I will sign everything away because how rich is he? I actually want, how big, sir, ma'am.
This is the issue, right? This is why everyone thinks that the music industry is totally just sold out to Satan because of activity like this. Like,
what is this?
Oh.
So maybe in hell it is. Maybe like hellish runways and down there. Walking around like that. So maybe it's like down there.
Girl. That's not designer. That's just a bunch of nasty. No. 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 Satan dresses better than that. No.
I want people to picture this, okay? This man is probably a little over 6 feet. I have to double check. He's got on a sheer bodysuit that is a thong, but instead of clipping it because he's got male parts, he can't clip it down there because it's gonna hurt. So he's left it unclipped, so it's just hanging down with his high waisted boxers and a skirt, a skirt pants type thing. And what the fuzzing fuzzy cat am I looking at?
I blame drugs. It's got to be drugs. Or he's really, really looking for attention. I mean, he's a rapper, right? Yeah, he could just put out music, but that sounds so to me. Why do that when you could just dress like an idiot?
I don't get the blackface. I don't get the blackface.
Why are you doing blackface, sir?
As a black man. We're done. We're actually done. We're really gonna have to start bringing some sage, like we really, because. So yeah, Car just is gonna reset the room because there's more. There's more. There's more.
So for everyone that's curious, this is a Senonite wand used to clear negativity and evil. Okay.
And all the foolishness we just saw.
So next time you go crystal shopping, look for it. I also have a tower of this too by my bedside. Yes, by my bedside. Keep the evil spirits away while I sleep. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on these internets. You saw how dark and dingy it can get in this world of foolishness. It can get dark down here, but we try to bring the laughs. We try to make you smile, and we want to thank Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio, for having the replays of this show every weekend, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Watch us tape our show live here Wednesdays, tonight, 7 Eastern Time, but usually 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays here on Instagram and on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and follow us. Not Your Typical Girl Talk is the handle. And we're going to get on with the rest of the foolishness. Let's go.
Girl, indeed. Listen, in this segment, I'm just calling. Listen, I didn't even finish this whole thing. I'm just calling it, sir, what? And you will understand why I have to ask this question and go.
I do enjoy women. I enjoy the way they feel, the way they smell, the way they make love, and all of that. But sometimes I get just a really intense craving to be around a guy, and not just be around a guy, but to feel him, to hold him, to have him on top of me, to have me on top of him. And it's not just, and it pretty much is just sexual. It's not like I'm seeking a romantic romance with this person. And so that's what makes finding married men so much easier, because they're not looking for a relationship at all. They have a relationship with their wives, just like I have a relationship with my wife. And so I do have 2 or 3 guys that I do see on a regular basis. And we have a strict, no identification policy. If I see him at the mall, or if I'm out with my wife in a restaurant and I happen to see him, it's as if I don't even see him. It's as if we don't even know each other.
I was going to say, how often is regularly? Like, how often do you see them?
Before the pandemic, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and maybe multiple guys. And most of the time, we played safe. But once I started having like a regular pool of guys, I didn't really worry about playing safe so much, and neither did they. We were tested regularly, and that always played out just fine. So I really admit I've been really lucky to have that many years and not have any kinds of issues like that. Of course, if I did, that would be a dead giveaway.
Wow.
Right.
So you identify as straight. You, I guess, always knew that you wanted to marry a woman, but when you married your wife, were you still sleeping with men, or was there a period when you first got married that you hadn't been with any men?
There was a period that when we first got married from, I'd say for about 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 years, when we were starting a family, that I did sleep with men.
Was your intention to just stay married, stay faithful, and never see other men, or did you always think that it might pop up again in your life?
Well, I didn't really think of it that way. I just thought, I enjoy my wife. We're building a family. We're having kids. The feelings, the emotions, the attractions that I'm having, I will just deal with them and lay them aside. So for 7 years, I did. But then we moved out of the area where we were to a whole nother town, and that's when I discovered the Craigslist ads. And from that day on, I've always had jobs that gave me the freedom to work at home or to work remotely or to work out of town. And so it was very easy to have the house to myself, maybe 3 or 4 days a week, maybe 5 days a week. And if I knew I was going to have it 5 days a week, and if I was really feeling needy, I could see 4 or 5 guys.
He does. Thank God. Jesus, a marathon, though. So he got that wrong. Just say it, so he might say, move it. Like, why did we get this man 60 years to talk? Why did you get this man to begin with? And he said to the half candidate. So why did you get this man to talk? Like, who's going to get it for your bisexual?
You're being generous. The man is gay. He's with a woman for the sole purpose of producing children, which he did. The man has men on rotation. This is not a man who's just curious, who's like, I'd like to taste it every once in a while. The man said I could have them 5 days a week, different men.
I'm actually even going to go deeper. He's a sex addict.
He's a lot of things.
And he's a liar, and he's bringing home the chance of infecting his entire family with sexual transmitted diseases.
Him and his partners.
He's a horrible human being.
They get tested though, girl. Why would you reveal this?
Right. That was going to be my question too. Did he talk to his wife yet?
Thank you. I was just about to say that. You're revealing it to everybody but your wife. So we know they masked your voice, but your wife doesn't know. You love her so much that you cannot share. You are rotating men through her house in your marital bed. He has a rotation of men, he said. He has men on rotation. Men on rotation.
And the thing is, when he started, and the idea that he doesn't have the awareness, because when he started, it sounded like, oh, this is a guy that sleeps with another guy maybe once a year, twice a year. Like, he made it seem very like,
I have a craving.
Very like, go on a summer vacation and I'll sleep with a guy, and for the rest of the year, I'm good. Sir, he started started saying, yeah, there are 3 guys that are regular. And I'm like, sir, no, wait, hold up, wait a minute. That is not what you were saying earlier. Like, and then were you always like this when you even first got married? And that's the indication, because you are in the honeymoon bliss. You should be all about your girl. He's like, for the first,
We started having kids. He wanted kids.
We were having, I was. He, set her free. I agree. Yeah, why doesn't he go? Right. Right, because she married, she thought that she married a straight man.
Oh no, he's straight, girl. Don't you see? A straight married man.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
can say what you want.
He's not gay, but he cheats on his wife with men.
So I don't get canceled, I'll say this. It's very old school. If you look like a duck, if you walk like a duck, and if you quack like a duck, use a duck.
And we're done. You've said, because I'm done. We're moving on. This one is just nasty. It's just nasty. No. It's just this one is just nasty. And go.
Shower. What's the first thing you wash?
Okay, I definitely go hair first.
Hair first?
Hair first.
You wash your hair every time?
Well, I only take like 1 shower every 6 days, so.
So you start with hair?
Start with hair.
And then?
Then I normally do conditioner and then face wash. Then I get out.
She's in there just.
Shame, it's not my past, it's my present. I'm not ashamed. I do not wash my body.
At all. Yeah.
It's a waste of time. The soap like runs down you.
Sure.
You know how soap like.
No, absolutely. I'm on the same page. I'm not on that. No, I'm not fully bored, but like I have a ticket. I just don't know if I'm hopping on it.
For those on the radio, the woman that you just heard speak, she is sitting on the show claiming she's super proud of it, but she's sitting on the floor of her house with a mask on and a hat to cover her face because she doesn't want the world to actually know just how dusty and nasty she is. Like, the nerve of you to come on and say you take a shower once every 6 days, and while you're there, you're actually not washing your crotches. You're washing your hair, and the water is running down. It runs down, and it's going to find its way in your crotches to get everything out once every 6 days. Then you have the nerve to sit there in a mask and a hat covering your identity.
So here's my thing with this whole thing. And I ask myself this question: how is it that these people don't get yeast infections and chafing?
How do we know they don't?
Also that, because you have to clean these places, your armpits and your lower areas, under the boob, like the creases. You got, like, at the very least. And what I don't get is it literally takes 2 seconds. Like, it's not challenging. You're not, and you're not disabled where you can't, you're a well and able young woman. It takes 2 minutes to do that. You're spending all the time on your hair so that Josh can smell it at work. Oh, look at me. I'm so hot with my hair being washed. And shoot, I don't want to zit, so I better wash my face. But your body is dirty.
I bet you she goes to the gym. Goes to the gym. She works out. She probably walks a bit, and all of that once every 6 How is that evil?
And then
How?
and as Tully and I, we joked about this story when we heard it, and I was like, and all these hoes want these dudes to go down there.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe come back up with herpes on their face.
What? Y'all want that, but you don't want.
she did again once every. You did hear once every. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. We all
Yes,
heard once every
she
6 days.
washes at the very least. If she at least not saying, but if she did the hair and face and the soap going down her body every day, then maybe you would be like, well, she got a rinse every day, which is still not enough, but a lot better than just once a week. You go to, okay, we all know, because I know we all do this. We all work out at least 5 times a week,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right. Most millennials up to Gen Z, we've all adapted working out as a part of our life. She looks like she's in the millennial age group. So she is probably working out every day.
Oh,
That sweat is sitting on your skin. How do you not chafe? How?
this is why you wipe down machines, ladies and gentlemen. You wipe down machines when you go to the gym because of women like her. She's putting her sweat up crotches on the same benches that you're sitting on. This is why I wipe. When I say I wipe, I'm wiping down machines because women like that and their crotches.
Like, why? And then the thing is, you're buying all these expensive creams and perfumes and body things and putting it on dirty kin.
We're done. We're done. We're done. Mm-mm. We're done. We're done. No. Ah,
I can help you. Nothing.
I just
it's
don't.
awful.
I don't understand. That's all I'm saying.
So in this next segment, which is actually will be the funniest segment of them all, and the internet showed me just how stupid people are because they didn't get what this man was doing, but we do because we're smart. In the segment that I am calling Genius or Wrong, let's decide if we're going to give this man a prize. So I'm going to pause this here and read what this says. Men caught spiking his female date's drinks with Viagra to make sure they don't get a boner because, and I quote, you never know anymore these days. Now, some people in the comments didn't understand why he was doing that. I am going to go on a limb and say that our audience is fairly smart, but we're going to explain what he was trying to do. In a world where you do not know who is born what biologically, he is trying to decipher if the young woman that he is having a drink with at the bar, who looks like and dresses like a woman, is actually a woman. And so if he spikes her drink with Viagra and she gets a, it means she was not born biologically a woman. That's what that means. Genius or wrong, ladies? Let me know.
I think it's genius.
You know what? I think his intentions are genius. However, I am sitting here thinking, what if they had the bottom surgery? Would it still, you know, it might not expose them. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not 100. I mean, listen, I feel for everybody right now, as well as myself. What am I saying? I am single. It's very
Girl.
hard these days to go out and truly just enjoy people's company because you don't know. And to invest time, imagine, investing time into, this person's okay, but something might be off, but I have to go out with them like maybe another 3, 4, 5 times to find out, and then find out something that you find undesirable. That sucks.
Genius. Give this man an award. I think it is genius. I don't see why he should get in
came up with
trouble.
something.
Thank you. He came up with a genius idea. Free this man. I don't understand why free him. Let him go. Let him spread the word. Let him tell his people the results. Because at this point, what else are you supposed to do? People don't have to disclose. That's what they say. You do not have to disclose how you were born biologically because it only matters about how you identify.
But our feelings don't matter.
Nope.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
And we're done. We like you, sir. You're good with us. You are good with us. You sure are. This person that we're going to read about is not good because in a segment I'm calling number 2, this woman, as usual, you won't be able to see it, but I will definitely read it. This woman, as usual, has written into 6 brown chicks, like Garcia likes to said, when it's too late and we cannot help you. But because we find these idiot people fascinating, we're going to let you know what her question is. I lost my job and I'm staying at a friend's house while I find another place to stay. I've been dealing with my friend's husband for a few months and he made promises to leave her. But now that I'm in their house, he's acting funny. Case in point, I was washing my panties in the kitchen sink. He hit the roof. Him, biatch, why are you washing your nasty drawers over my coffee cup? Okay, he said specifically over his coffee cup. Then she responds, me, you've had your face all in my kitty cat. Why are you acting brand new? He told me if I ever mentioned that again while his wife was there, he'd kick me out. But I was speaking my truth. Here I am in his house, and he's still trying to make me feel like number 2. When she's at work, he tells me I'm his number 1, and I believe him. I'm tired of hiding our love. What to do? Question mark.
There is no wrong, man. There's no wrong move. It's a bad trend. That's it. I think you're the eating. Well, we aren't getting that. But you know what I'm saying? You can do for a lot of things. She made that quite clear. I mean, all brand. But man, if you're not so bad, instead of walking you, have you there because the rest of the work you have to play with you. You know, if I come home, you're back in the house yet. So, you're dating a married single man.
It's funny. I can skip over all of that for a second. For me, it's the panties in the kitchen. Listen, let me tell you, for those of you who don't understand Jamaican culture, I want you to understand something. When young ladies are raised in Jamaica, one of the very first things we are told when we're washing clothes is you never, ever, ever mix your man's clothes with your clothes. You cannot wash your man's clothes and your clothes. Why? Because of panties. You are not supposed to be mixing your panties with your man's clothes. And so therefore, you actually wash it separately. If you're in a state that you do even mix them together, you are washing your panties separately. They are not washed and mixed up in the same wash that you're washing your man's clothes. We do not do that. So I'm thinking the thought that she took her dirty panty, took it from, not, she had the sink She had the sink. She had the bathroom.
Yeah, why didn't she do it in the shower or the washroom? Yeah, I'm like, why in the kitchen?
And she took it and went in the kitchen sink. Do you understand?
Like,
also, as a Jamaican, when we finish washing our dishes, we also wash out the sink.
with the sponge, you take the sponge and you none.
Your dirty drawers in the people's sink, and clearly she was also washing it over dishes that were in the sink because she was mad that she washed it over his coffee cup. That's just that. So what would you make you ever think that man would leave his good wife for you? He's not.
He's not, because his wife knows how to keep house.
She also knows how to keep a job so she can have a roof over her head.
Yeah, that man's not leaving her. He's waiting for her. Listen, once that girl is finally out of that house, she's never going to see him again. He's not going to go look for her. None. The advice is go learn how to keep house.
But he wants her, ladies. She's number one when she's not number two.
See, he knows. I was just going to say, he knows that women fall for what they hear. So he's telling her exactly what she wants to hear. Oh, God. Lord. God.
We've got nothing. We're done. People, we appreciate you putting your business out there, but do better. Ladies, do better. We say it almost a do better, do better. And for those of you who are celebrating Love Day, we hope that you don't have to deal with any of this foolishness in your own life. Please don't. Enjoy Love Day. Enjoy the people you love. Kiss them, love them, and just have a merry day because it's been amazing. So we wish all of you people who are in love to continue happy Love Day. But before we go, Kelly is going to take us out. All of that. Have a good night, everybody. We appreciate you. Enjoy. Good night and farewell. Bye. Bye.